Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Tiny Island Maine channel. Thanks as always for spending some of your valuable time with us. And in honor of this product right here, I'm going to say hello knife freaks. Okay, so in here is a McNees knife, which is made in the good old US of A. It is a Dixon. This has the frag finish, which you'll see in a minute. I like to call it the grenade. It has green bronze anodizing on it and the atomic finish with stone-washed hardware. All right, so I already unboxed it, obviously, and I've been carrying it around for a handful of days. So this is just a little idea of what it's like when you open the box. And remember, it's not just a knife. It's an experience. So in the box, you get a couple of stickers. This is the Big Dixon Energy drink, I guess. You know, the size matters, so it's probably a 22 ounce, not even a 20 ounce. It says on there somewhere. And this little sticker came as originally as a protector for the clip on the frame. On the scale there, frame. Anyway, this is not a new knife. This is a new to me knife. And this shows the materials that it's made out of. The magnet cut blade, the titanium handle, the titanium hardware. And this one was made. It was assembled by this person, Tim. Can't really make it out. 10/1/25. So again, a relatively new knife. And I have to thank for this a young guy who runs a channel called Behind the Edge. He is a very good reviewer, honest, upfront. He does not take money. He tries to get companies to send him knives, but if you have a contact, have him get in touch with this guy. He's really good at what he does. So give Nick a follow at Behind the Edge. He helped me out with this and gave me a very fair price on it. Quick shipping, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the knife. They used to put, some of the older videos, there used to be like a little figurine, little plastic toy that you got that was the logo of the guy holding the swords and stuff, the skeleton. So I don't have one of those, but that's okay. I like what I got. Okay, so I think that's everything for the box. Comes in a bag like this, nice soft bag. And then when you take it out, there we go. Ain't that a beauty? I really love this frag pattern. It is very pleasing to the eyes, and it feels good in the hand. You can see the stop pin and the standoffs. And there is milling on the inside of the titanium slabs there, like a triangular shape. So there's the show side. And it is green bronze. It looks, I don't know how it comes across on camera, but it is a nice shade. They also have another darker, almost like it's like an olive drab. It doesn't have that bronze color to it, that bronze finish. But you can see the handles are contoured, so it does fit in the hand nice. And there's the pocket clip. We'll talk about that in a second. Nice cutout for the lock bar. Okay, so let's give it a flick. Very nice. There's your big hunk of magnet cut right there. This magnet cut from McNees is 63 to 64 Rockwell hardness. And while doing a little research on the knife, I understand that the heat treatment, I don't know if this is still true, might have been an old video I was watching, but the company that does the heat treat is also the company that supplies the testing blocks for the machines that measure hardness. So I think they know what they're doing when it comes to treating steels. The total weight on this is about 5.5 ounces. It's over 8 inches, I think. It's just over 8 inches, but it doesn't feel that big. It feels really good in hand, and I've tried to cut different mediums with it. Of course, paper. I was at an event over the weekend, and I was cutting a lot of different stuff, even some wood. And this hollow grind of the blade really performed well. And Nick told me he hadn't sharpened it. It was the factory edge. He had light use on it, but it was nice and sharp. It held up beautifully. So the blade thickness, I think, is 0.15 or maybe just a little under. And as you can see, it takes it right down to the point, the tip here. And it's really nice. Very strong and sturdy feeling blade that you could take on a lot of chores with that. Here's the lockup for you. That's at about, I don't know, 35, 40%. There's a nice little, shape to the blade there, the tang where it's going to interface. So I don't think I'll ever have a problem with that going over too far. There's no insert here on the titanium, but it is carbonized, heat treated, I guess, so that as it interfaces with the MagnaCut, it won't wear down. Beautiful, beautiful action. Let me do that again. You have to catch it because it'll guillotine. Reverse, Spidey, beautiful. It's just made for it. I don't really know a ton, but I understand that Jonathan, I think his first name is McNees, Jonathan McNees, talked to Spyderco, got the okay to use the hole. I think he had a round hole back in the days, and it's come to this. So just really, really nice. And maybe we can see the cutouts, the milling on the inside here. They're triangular shapes. I never do it right. There you go. You can see a little bit of it there. Okay, so that's that. The standoffs are nice. They look like they're two pieces because of that little milling line in there, but there's technically one piece. And very nice. All the hardware is T8. Torx bits. It's all titanium. It's not a cheap knife. This brand new, if you go to buy it, $649 for this model. Little less for the plain Janes, which is still very, very nice. The edge, from what I understand, comes from a factory at about 19 degrees per side. I found it plenty sharp and slicey for me. The edges feel good. I don't feel any sharp edges. You can see it's chamfered on both the inside and outside, on both sides for the lock bar access. And even, I don't think I heard anybody mention this, if you look, you can see that there is also chamfering on the hole. It's like stepped down a little bit, all the way around it. So I thought that was a very nice feature to make it a nice feeling when you put your thumb, the meat of your finger in there or your fingernail or whatever. Really nice. So, the stop pin. So I've also seen some people say, gee, that seems like a wimpy stop pin for a blade this thick and heavy duty and so on. But someone mentioned how it's not a shouldered stop pin. It goes right in. It's like press fit into it. You can pull it out, but it's one solid rod of steel going in there, which also tests out at a very high HRC. And so it gives you, I'm no engineer, but the guy that was talking about it is an engineer, and he said it's very, very stable and able to handle any sort of tasks, he thinks. No jimping. A lot of people talk about that. I agree. Some Some little bit of light jimping would have been good there. Nothing too aggressive, but just to give some. But when you do grab it, your thumb just rests there nicely, and it doesn't seem to want to ride up too far, so it's okay. I think this stop pin was 1/8 inch thick, if I didn't say that. It's got ceramic ball bearings with Delrin cages, so very, you don't have to worry about it around moisture, water. You know, of course, shake it out as best you can, but it's not like it's going to rust up on you. And I don't know, what else can I tell you? The, you know, they're not a huge company. It's him, it's his wife, it's 6, 8, maybe 10 employees, a couple of dogs. They're doing the right things. They're sharp. Okay, here's my one thing that I'm going to talk about. This is a 3D milled titanium pocket clip. It's kind of interesting. They make them on one sheet. Like, take a sheet as big as this, and the CNC machine goes in and cuts them all out. But I think this one that I have is pretty thin. I know titanium's strong, but it does not have, to me, good grip, good tension. I mean, it's there and everything. That's right, and I'm sure it's strong, but I'm going to actually reach out and talk to them about it because I think this one is kind of thin. And I'll give you an example. I don't have a pair of jeans or anything with me, but here's just a placemat I have. In fact, let me put this one down because I don't want it banging around. But if I take this and put it on here like it's my pants, okay, there it is, fully on my pants. Now, if for some reason look at that, falls right off, and a little more texture to it, if you will. Let's try this. Let's give it a fair shake. Okay, so I'm going to put it on all the way to the edge and turn it over, give it a little shake. Very, very weak. All right, I probably just wasted 5 minutes on showing you that. And I'm not trying to rag on them. I like this knife. I like the company. I'm just going to find out if this clip was maybe milled a little too thin. Because when you get a pocket knife, any pocket knife, you don't want to lose it. You know, you're getting in and out of your car, your truck, your equipment, getting on, getting off, things are wiggling around, and this just seems like it could use, and I don't want to just bend it. I don't just want to take it off and bend it. Like I said, I'm not an engineer. I don't want to mess around with it, but all right, so the end of the rant on that. So overall, really good knife. I'm going to keep using this thing because it seems like a hard user, maybe a little bit bigger for everyday carry, but this year, man, 2026, I have been on a tear with, I don't usually buy these knives, but these all came to me with just a fantastic opportunity. So I took advantage of it. And these 4 knives have really pleased me in terms of, not that I'm necessarily a big knife guy. Most of my, I got like Para 3s and Benchmades and so on and so forth. And some of them, I just did a video, big handled knives, anything over 4 inches. I did it before I got this, but these other 3 are in it. But this, I got brand new. I just got a super deal because I had a bunch of points saved up and some credit and this and that. So I got that. The Terzola AT FC by Fox Knives. Mcnees 2 XL. Again, I got this used, but in like brand new condition. Not a scratch on it. Absolutely fantastic. Just told you about the McNees. Bought that used for a very good value. And this ZT, absolutely fantastic value. I've seen ones that are beat to hell. Clips. Look at this clip. I said this in my video. It's like brand new. Just had minor wear on it. And I've seen beaters with much lower serial numbers than mine selling for considerably more than I paid for this. So I feel very fortunate that the knife gods shined on me and then I've been able to do this. So, okay, there's my feelings on it. Would I buy another McNees? The Mac 2s are pretty nice. My son actually wants one. I originally got this for my son. I was buying this for him because he said he wanted a McNees and couldn't find it. They're very hard to find at times. And I said, hey, I've got a line on one. I gave it to him to use. He said it's just too big. Dad, I'm not going to use it. It's just, he loves it, but he said, I'm not going to use it. So he said, either sell it on or keep it yourself. And I'm going to keep it. I really like it. I think it's awesome. So that's where I'm at with that. Okay, thanks for watching my typical long, rambling windbag stuff. Hopefully you got something out of it. Do you own any of these knives? Are these too big for you? Do you want them bigger? I'm interested in learning anything you know about any of these. I've said this before. I am in no way a knife expert. I love knives. I've had them since I was, preteen, for God's sakes. We used to be able to bring knives to school back in my day. I sound like the old boomer, I guess, but I've loved them right along. So tell me what you think. Tell me these are all junk and maybe I should get something else. I'm interested to know. But thank you for taking the time to watch. Thank you for everybody that comments, that likes, that I can't believe my subscribers keep going up a little bit. I get one person here, one person there. And again, please check out this guy behind the edge. He could use some love on his channel. And if you want to donate a knife for him to check out, he'll send it back to you. He's a very honest guy, and he will do a nice review on your knife. But he's going to tell the truth. He's a straight shooter. He doesn't do any BS stuff. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of February, and we'll catch up. It's February 2026. Bye now.